Hello everyone, this is Erik, the Asian movie enthusiast, and this is my review of Shadowless Sword, also known as The Legend of the Shadowless Sword, a South Korean film from 2005. Now Wikipedia actually has a good synopsis that I'm going to paraphrase here. Now this film is set after the fall of Sanggyeong, the capital of Balhae in 926 AD. Now Dongdan Kingdom dispatches the Killer Blade army to find and kill the last remaining member of the Balhae royal family, exiled Prince Jeong-hyun, to prevent the possible reconstruction of that empire, okay? Now, the Prime Minister, on the other hand, sends young, talented swordswoman So-ha Yoon to find the prince first and bring him back safely. Now, Jeong-hyun, however, is reluctant to come and fight for the throne, still bitter about his unfair exile. Now, the rest of the movie follows these two characters as they fight their way back to the capital. Now, some reviewers have compared this movie to the more recent Chinese wuxia films like Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon or House of Flying Daggers. But I think that Shadowless Sword falls more in line with the Hong Kong wuxia films from the early 1990s. It's not as outlandish as those films, but there are definitely a few stylistic choices that reminded me of them. For example, there's a lot of practical effects that are created to create body explosions, blood sprays, and destruction to surrounding environments. The body explosions, in particular, had to have been a throwback to those early 90s films because the explosions themselves are not caused by gunpowder or bombs. They're inflicted by sword strikes and ancient techniques that were learned by the characters. Also, there's some use of flying cloth, which I distinctly remember being used in some of those earlier films. I really enjoyed these stylistic choices in Shadowless Sword because they gave the film an old-school feel. Fight choreography and action design are fun and creative. If you break down the specific movements, there's quite a bit of stuff in this movie that I've never really seen before. And as you might expect, given the title, swordplay is the primary focus, but there's also a variety of weaponry that includes spears, throwing stars, blunt objects, and a bow and arrow. Now, I do not want to go into too much detail regarding the action in this movie because I think a few moments are actually quite surprising, so I'll leave it at that there. But let's take a quick diversion into a few complaints that some reviewers may have after watching this film. One thing I noticed after a repeat viewing was that our two protagonists are on the run for much of the film, but they really kind of take their time during their travels. There are some reasons for making stops at certain locations, but they're almost never in a hurry to escape these assassins who are right on their tails. It's kind of a minor gripe that the filmmakers could have easily corrected, I think. The other possible criticism that sticks out is the conventional story that has been done many times in the past. It's predictable stuff, but you're not going to see much of anything new in terms of plot in this film, I guess is kind of an important thing to understand. However, one of the saving graces for that problem is the lead actress, So-yi Yoon, who is really good in this. She has like the perfect balance of badassery and softness, because she sells her fights well and also portrays like a genuine kind-heartedness at times. Even though the viewer will get the conventional story, she helps to give those non-action scenes a much-needed boost of dramatic impact. I think she was perfectly cast in this. Now, I have not seen this actress in much of anything else, with the exception of Arahan from 2004. She's been in some stuff, but not a lot. But I definitely need to check out more of her titles, and she's done some TV stuff as well. So, to sum up the remaining positives, you got good cinematography, good music, and the pacing is quite good too. It doesn't slow down for long stretches. The action is nicely dispersed throughout the film. So yes, I definitely recommend Shadowless Sword, which is widely available on DVD. It's kind of a no-nonsense version of the contemporary Chinese wuxia film. It's less artsy, I guess you could say, so that's kind of how I describe it. If you just want like a no-nonsense action flick with some good casting and entertainment value, check this one out. And as always, I will see you next time.